And day 40. I'm glad I made this one. I did make that self-realization while I was at work that it's just like, I need to keep pushing these. I really, really do. I feel like I'm almost even starting a small fan base, not like, fans, but, at least a viewership, I guess would be the better phrase. Where to go? Still very devastated about the fursuit news. Definitely looking forward to what I can do next. Deciding on if I should go with them again. I know that sounds stupid, but I have the option, and I would be a fool not to look at other options. The first thing that hit my head was been kind of the dream child of Groggy and I to have a brother for Torque, who has been my absolute favorite fursuit for years. And I've had the extreme pleasure of wearing him several times. And I've worn several fursuits in the past, and I usually like to play up any character that it's sort of that the suit expression or the way it's designed or the way it looks. I try to like to play that up. And man, I usually have to think about it. It's like, oh, do I want to be like this? And I usually have to actually stand in front of a mirror for just a little while to at least put on somewhat of a performance, so I can at least get it to where I feel comfortable wearing it and using it. With Torque, man, the second I hopped into that, I knew exactly what I wanted. I knew exactly the character I wanted to portray, and the suit lived up to it. And I gotta say, it was fun. It was just genuine fun, just being kind of... What I like about that suit is that it has three attributes all happening at the same time. Is that it's kind of raw, kind of just and it's kind of sexy at the right moments, and it can be soft and playful at the same time, where it's not all one. Whereas most of these random fursuits, they, especially with super bedroom eyes, it's can't really play anything other than hey, I'm sexy, and that's kind of lame. And that's actually what I was even thinking about for Nomad, where I was just I have to make sure that I get the expression down right, because I want to be able to just be me. I don't feel like I should have to put on a show as that suit. But even that was a consideration of just what was the true expression, because there's a lot of different ways that it can go. But back to the point, I wanted to have a brother for Torque, and unfortunately the maker themselves is not really free, or I don't think they're going to be free for a long time, so I don't know if I want to wait on that, because I think when April comes around, when Mixed Candy opens up again, I think I'm going to grab another slot, but I am saving like a madman to see if I can just literally push it all in and just be I need to stop. I need to stop having this be this unreachable dream where it's been taken away from me several times. I even had a plan after the fursuit and a lot of other money that I wanted to reserve for other things. And now I'm wondering what's going to go on the back burner now. Because the money's been showing up, which is good, but it's some of the things are going to be coming that are going to be very limited time and very collector's item-ish, and that is appealing within itself. But it's also because I don't think I'm going to be able to get them again. So I have no idea. I definitely need to just at least sit on that money and go from there. I have a third option that involves nothing. And literally nothing. Excuse me. Random lump in my throat. Don't want to go into too many details about the nothing, but that's the key word on it, is that just doing nothing. Being able to just literally sit on some money and just not work for a while. And who knows, maybe work on some personal things and work on some private things and putting more focus into just those rather than just a job. And the fact that I have that ability at the moment is kind of neat. The icing on the cake would be to sit on some unemployment for a little while, but we'll see how that rolls. I think that's the main thing. Work was really interesting. I actually sort of had almost like a stare down, and even a moment of just like, I fucking dare you. One of my other managers, so we have to like run the line and run the cash registers, and I'm always really, really good with the customers, so I'm usually head of cash. And then if they need more people in the back to like make more food, I can hop in because I'm not the best. I'm probably top 10. Like, I'm better than the other manager that's there. And as soon as I get in, our new thing that's out right now is the naked chicken chalupa. And the second I got in, I noticed that they were like beyond rock hard. And I asked him, I was just like, hey, when were these made? And he was like, he just made them. And I took one hold of it, one touch, and I said to him, bullshit. I was just like, I'm gonna throw these away. It's like, cook some new ones. And then he tried to tell me, it's like, no. And he was like, I just made those. And I told him, I was like, feel them. These once again, not to be like racist or anything like that, but there's a huge language barrier when someone doesn't speak English as clear as can be. It's definitely his second language and something that he's still learning. And then he eventually tried to say that it's like, it's during the rush time right now. And it's like, we need to not worry about that. And I fucking put my foot down and I was like, no. It's like, at no point in time does quality ever get to take a back seat to anything. And that's something that I actually want to have. I want to make sure that I have that in my heart and my soul anytime it comes to food. Because when it comes time to my restaurant, when that's going to happen, that's the attitude that needs to happen. It's like, I don't care that it's, oh, we need to pump this out faster. Like, no. If it's shit, I'm not putting out shit. And it's like, but no one's going to want to wait. And I said, absolutely they will. They absolutely will. Because if it's not a quality product, I'm not putting it out there. And in the back of my head during that whole time, I know that my general manager has my back. And I knew that the reasons that I was going on about and kind of putting my foot down would have always be backed up by a mountain of politics or anything. But it's just like, if he tries to argue with me about, hey, it doesn't matter how bad to push it out. And it's like, I fucking dare you to say that to my area director. I dare you. So in my mind, I was like, you know what? I'm fighting this, and I don't care how hard I'm fighting this. And if he wants to say anything, because he is my assistant manager, so he does have the ability to tell me to go home. I was in the back of my head, I was like, give it, like, I dare you. I dare you to send me home. I was like, because he sounded like he didn't want to budge on either. And I was just like, all the policies will back me up, period. If he tries to go into that saying like, oh, we were low on time, like, no. If you're putting out a shit product, you don't get to do that. And so that was kind of a interesting moment today. But I knew that I was, at the time, I was just like, even in the back of my head, I was just like, I hope that this is like the thing that could make me get unemployment again. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking for a stupid reason. I shouldn't be looking for that reason at all. But in the end, he didn't say anything after I pushed like super hard because I knew. I just absolutely knew. But that was the only really like thing that happened today. Other than that, the work shift went smoothly. But of course, now I have the 2 days of 11-hour shifts. And here it is at 6:50. It's weird because the sun's not even up yet, so I'm hoping we go away from daylight savings very soon. I should actually even look that up. And hopefully it's coming soon, because when it's a lot of daylight, it's great. When it's dark like it is right now, and it gets dark at 5, it's like, it's not fun. Also, the weather's been warming up. It actually got to 50 today. So I'm hoping that's the beginning of the end of winter. Granted, I think via the months it's not, but here's hoping. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.